folks, here we are, Little Red Rooster TV, and we're at part 2 of the Artcore Ibanez 12-string. And what we're going to do today is kind of demonstrate some of the sounds you can get out of this guitar. And you know, one of the problems with me, with guitars, with good guitars and that, is I pick them up and play them, and then I like them and I want to keep them. And that's, you know, you can only use so many. I'm totally a Rickenbacker guy. But I'll tell you that this guitar, once again, I've used this guitar for a long time live, has been a real good guitar. I've always liked Ibanez, even to the point of where I didn't want to like them, but they are just incredible. The workmanship in these and the price point and all of that is very good. This guitar has no dings or blemishes. Is being sold with a hard shell case, a Washburn case, through the virtual Vox Room Guitar Center, and it'll be $399. That's a great guitar. I'm going to play a few riffs and a few things on it. There are some unique qualities of this guitar over, let's say, a Rickenbacker. I think you can play electric lead guitar, you know, blues-oriented guitar on a Rickenbacker, but I will say that because of the configuration of the pickups, the medium frets of this guitar, it really lends itself to a wide variety of uses. And if you were going out on a gig and only playing one guitar, this one will do it. Okay, let's turn this deluxe on. I'm going to turn this. This is an Ampeg Opto Comp. It's an optical circuit compressor, and it is a real nice unit. I've got this guitar, the volume of the amplifier up to 3. I'm gonna listen to that nice compression. I'm gonna turn the compressor off for a minute so I can show you what it's like without it, and I'll tell you what the settings on the compressor are. So this is the sound of the guitar without compression. That's a sweet and pure sound. And you know, it's very hard to beat a 12-string guitar through a Fender amplifier. Basically, if anyone had been lucky enough to see the Byrds in the early years, they would use dual Showman amplifiers turned on their sides, you know, with the top on top of it. And as far as I can remember, I don't remember Roger or Jim McGuinn, whatever you want to call him, using a compressor live in those days. As I remember, I would see him plugged into the amp. But when you do hear a compressor on a 12-string, it lends itself to the sounds that we would hear in the recording studios. And this compression is, maybe turned on to about I would say 2 o'clock. Like if you were looking on a clock, it would be about 2 o'clock on the compression. The release is turned about the same. Output level a little over half, but definitely a very discernible compression. And it just kind of evens out the sound. I'm gonna do a couple of, I'll do one Byrds riff here that I like to do, you know, and we've all heard. Probably the one where you've heard the story that they plugged him directly into the board with the compression of the recording studio down in Los Angeles. Many of the guys in the Wrecking Crew were on that session, the Tambourine Man session. But all of the Byrds, as far as I know, were on my favorite Byrd song is this one. A little bit of the solo, go like this. this guitar is you can play it up higher on the neck and get away with many of the things you would normally find associated with blues, and maybe Gibson 335 or a Les Paul, this type of playing. Okay, a little bit more blues. A riff from one of my favorite songs, early Fleetwood Mac, Tell Me. So I could use that same idea for... a riff from the Wonder song, That Thing You Do. Alright, this is Gene Thorpe, Little Red Rooster TV, and Vox Room Guitar Center. This guitar is available for sale, $399 with the case, with a Washburn case, hard shell case. Heck of a deal. This thing is shows no extreme signs of wear, no chipping, scuffing, or any of that type of thing. Just minor signs of wear. Medium frets, all maple body. Be sure and watch video number 1 of the 2 for the Artcore 12. Because this is just kind of demonstrating some of the riffs you can play on this. And this is Gene Thorpe, Little Red Rooster TV, signing out. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.